I'm not going to let this happen again. Come on! I need help here! I don't want to do this on my own.
Excuse me?
God, for that, he's arrested.
I'll get him monitored.
Give me that bag, please.
Any output?
No, his pass was getting ready when I sent for you, and then he went off.
Well, is he okay?
Have you ever done any medical training at all?
Yeah, I did a bit the same.
Please get a line ready, please, Karen.
Okay.
Have you ever done external cardiac compression?
Yeah, but only on a dummy.
It doesn't matter. It's exactly the same thing, only he's a bit warmer. Just, all right? I'm going to give him 2 blasts of air, and you give him 5 compressions. Do they phone for the ambulance?
It's on its way.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, so 5. Count them out loud, okay? 1, 2...
1.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Great stuff. All right, stop. What we got?
Sinus bradycardia.
Rate?
46 beats per minute.
With no output.
He's gone into VF.
Oh, damn it. Defib, please.
Okay. What's going on?
His heart's very weak. It could pack in at any moment. Just keep on going. It's Ruth, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, Ruth. Now just concentrate on compressing the heart. That's all. We've got to work as a team now, all right?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're doing very well. Okay, 2 more breaths. Okay, stand back. Clear. Okay, what have we got?
Nothing.
Still in VF. Keep going, please.
Look, we're closed. Sorry.
Okay, clear.
What's going on?
Okay, stop. Stand back, please. Clear.
What happened?
What have we got?
Bradycardia, 50 BPM.
That's better. Come on, now, give me an output. Oh, thank God for that. We've got a pulse.
Dad,
He arrested. His heart stopped. Cannula, please.
do you know what you're doing here? I mean, shouldn't there be an ambulance or something?
One has been called, but you can make yourself useful. And phone them again. Tell them to get here now.
Is his heart working now?
He needs cardiac monitoring, specialist drugs, that type of thing. I mean, this line.
Hello, ambulance. Yeah. My dad's collapsed on the floor. Yeah, they've called an ambulance and...
Here, let me. There's been an ambulance order for Bar Brookie on Brookside Parade. It's for Mr. Ron Dixon. There's a doctor with him. We just need to know how long you're going to be. Okay. Right, thanks.
Now, I'm going to put this needle into your hand, so you might feel a little bit of a scratch, I'm afraid.
They're minutes away. Is it going to be okay?
The sooner he's in hospital, the better. Right, that's that, Mr. Dixon, okay? Atropine, please, Karen, 500 micrograms.
Dad, it's me, Mike. Look, you're going to be okay. The ambulance is on its way.
I wouldn't. Not just yet. Dime off, please. Can you hear me? I'm going to give you something to ease your chest pain.
When?
Right now.
What's that?
This is diamorphine. It's a strong painkiller. It might make you feel a little bit woozy, but it'll ease that pain, okay?
So what did this happen?
About an hour ago, he said he felt unwell.
An hour? And what did you do?
He said it was a stomach bug.
What, and you believed him? You don't collapse like that with a stomach bug.
Do you want to go outside and direct the paramedics in here? He's in there.
How is he?
Bad, the doctor's had to shock him.
Oh, forget the wheelchair, Bernie. Stretcher. You the doctor?
Yes, Sam.
So what have we got?
Ron Dixon, history of MI and angina. He arrested about 10 minutes ago. Started off in sinus bradycardia, then ventricular fibrillation, and then we shocked him 3 times back to sinus bradycardia with a poor output. He's hypertensive, 95/60.
Any drugs?
500 of atropine, 5 of diamorph.
Great. Mr. Dixon?
He's had this sort of thing before, you know. I mean, never this bad, but if we get him to the Aussie quick, he'll be okay, won't he?
I'm going to lift you onto this trolley and get you in the ambulance and get you away to hospital.
Okay. Listen, Pops, we'll have you sorted in no time. We'll be at the hospital in no time, okay?
So how are you feeling?
I'm shaking.
You did really, really well, you know.
And you were brilliant.
I was okay.
Oh, come on, it was like ER or something. Slick.
The staff in hospital are slick. Us GPs are
You got the
pretty
best,
sluggish,
okay?
really. We don't get to do this sort of thing very often.
So when was the last time you did something like this?
A few weeks ago. But I genuinely thought that was a one-off, and now this.
Well, he's got a lot to be grateful for, even if you don't do it that often. Doctor...
I'm sorry, Gary.
So was he really close to death?
Yes, he was.
That would have been terrible. I mean, watching someone die right in front of you. I'd feel so helpless.
You see, that's exactly what happened last time I was in this situation.
And the patient died.
Yeah. Heart attack, same thing. Down like a ton of bricks. And then the battle begins.
Well, you won this one.
I think we've got a long way to go before we can say that, but the paramedics and coronary care can care for him now, thankfully.
And the doctors in the Aussie, they'll get you through this.
Has he got a problem with you?
Who, the anxious son?
Yeah, you seem really ungrateful.
He's just stressed, that's all.
Well, if you'd looked after my dad like that, yeah, I'd been asking for you to be knighted or whatever.
Well, pardon the cliche, but it's my job.
I suppose.
Right, let's get you to hospital, old son.
Hey, rough of the old. So perhaps you keep them on the toes, eh? Hang on, no, let's just get him to the hospital, eh? It's a bit thrilly, get him on board, will you? Right, so you can get off now.
Why are you so rude?
Look, I'm grateful for you getting involved in my dad's first aid, but you don't know what's what here, so...
Get the stick on him and tell me he's
These will sort it out, they're highly trained and they won't miss the obvious.
Look, why don't you come back to the medical centre for a couple, eh?
Doctor, BP's falling, 85 over 55.
You go back.
Okay.
I said leave them to
You
it.
sound too healthy, I'm coming with you.
Well, didn't you hear what I said?
Look, mate, I think it'd be a good idea if the doctor came.
Wish it wasn't this one.
Blue lights all the way, Bernie. Hey, you better hang on, we're going to be flying here. BF.
Stand back, please. Clear. No, I'm going to need an ECG, please.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm just going to need oxygen or else the cerebral hypoxia won't be things worth it, even if we do get him back.
Well, you're the boss.
What he's doing?
Needs more oxygen. If the doctor puts this down him, he might stand a better chance. Shall I shock him again?
Yeah, go on.
Clear.
Okay. Give him 5 quick compressions, please.
Should be 15.
Yeah, I know how many it should be. Just give him 5 quick ones. Stand a better chance of getting this in.
These fellas do this every day. What makes you think you know any better?
He needs oxygen. I'm trying to intubate him here. No, it's no good. You're going to have to slow down, as I'm never going to get this thing in.
Look, I want me dad at the hospital as quickly as possible.
Listen, do me a favour and just sit down there and pray, will you?
What?
You heard me. Pray, because I'm trying to save your dad's life. No, it's no good. You're going to have to stop. And before you start, I need this vehicle still, or else I'm never going to get this thing down. Okay, we're in.
Let's do it, Bern.
Try and spit that out.
No, he's unconscious.
Bradycardia.
Great. With and out for atropine, please. Thank you.
Any quicker, Bern?
He's intubated and relatively stabilised. It's quite very hypertensive, okay?
Okay, yeah, fine.
Looks like I'm hanging around anyway.
Why do you want to cover your tracks, do you?
No, he's my patient. I'm concerned about him. What religion does your father have?
What? He's dying, isn't he?
I don't want to give you any false hope, but he couldn't want me in a better place.
Quick!
See what his sets are doing. He has been hypertensive, so might need a bit of endoscopic support, chest x-ray, full blood screen. And let's get some gases done. Now, please.
Rachel, yeah, I've tried our Jackie a couple of times, but he keeps going on to voicemail. I'm still down at the hospital, but look, just tell her to get down here as quickly as possible. Well, it's looking grim, but look, Rach, my money's gone. I'll ring you as soon as there's any more news, okay? See you later.
Do you want me to change to the phone at all?
No, and I'll pay you back what I borrowed.
No, it doesn't matter.
I said I'll pay you back. I suppose you've got all the info, haven't you?
Well, they're working on him now. Someone will be along in a minute to tell you what's what.
Or you'll just tell me some censored version. It's a joke, all this.
What is?
You and the club. He's my dad, and you and your mates discuss his condition in great detail, but I'll be fed it piecemeal. Like, my poor brain can't understand words of more than 2 syllables.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll tell you what we know.
What is it about your game, eh? The medical profession. You hold on to information about us, patients, relatives. You lock it away like it's some sort of state secret.
It's not like that.
Isn't it? You have to play the party line, don't you? See, I've just been in there with my dad, and it's x-rays and blood tests and heart tests. And have they told me what's going on?
I thought the registrar had a word.
Yes, you had a word with me. Your dad is seriously ill, Mr. Dixon. How many years training did you have to do to come up with that, Jim? You know, I've been in the ambulance with him, watching his life taken away, and all they tell me is he's seriously ill. Even you dropped the hint that he might be dying.
Look, I don't think anyone is deliberately holding information back from me.
That's crap, and you know it. You might look down your nose at me because I do security or bar work, but I'm not stupid. And I know this. You lot hold on to knowledge because it gives you power. We sussed it years ago. Deny the masses information you can control.
Look, why don't we go into the relatives' room?
Why? Challenging your authority in public, making you a bit embarrassed, is it? Or do you want to chin me again?
No, I just as soon as discuss your Marxist slant on medicine in private.
Yeah, well, I'd rather hear what you had to say about me dad.
The ECG is showing that he's had a heart attack in the front left portion of the heart muscles, so they've given him clotbuster drugs to try and minimise the damage.
There you go. That wasn't hard, was it? I ask you how my dad is, and you tell me.
Yeah, but the medics here would have told you exactly the same thing.
So he has to get this clotbuster, and that's it.
No, they need to assess the state of his arteries, so he's going to have an angiogram.
And when's that?
Well, he's considered high risk, unstable category, so they're moving to the unit within the next 48 hours.
So, what are his chances of making a good recovery?
Well, let's just wait until the results are in, shall we?
Just wait until the results are in, shall
Come
we?
on, I haven't got a crystal ball, you know.
I didn't think for 1 minute. You did have. Well, all we want is straight answers.
I've told you all we know.
No, you're giving it to me piecemeal again. General stuff like, how is he? You're dead safe with that sort of question, aren't you? He's critical, he's seriously ill. You'll field those all day. But when I ask you, is he going to make it? You sidestep and you go on about results.
I work in science. Results, facts, they're all important.
Yeah, well, even when you've got the facts, you won't be able to say those 3 little words, I don't know.
That's rubbish.
Because that'll be admitting defeat. Letting the world know that you medics aren't so smart after all.
I don't care about being smart.
It's in
all I
the blood,
care
you can't
about,
escape it.
all I care about is doing my job to the best of my ability.
Well, you failed miserably on both counts because you're useless.
You listen to me. I work so hard to get where I am, and you, your family, your father, my father may not appreciate it, but I put my heart and soul into everything I do, and if you ever dare call me useless again...
Raise your fist at me. You got away with it last time, but we can go outside right now and we'll sort this out.
You want to go outside, do you?
Yeah.
Come on, then. Thank you. What is it that you want from me? I mean, you don't really want to fight me, do you?
I want you to apologise.
Fine, OK, I'm sorry for hitting you.
No, I don't mean for that.
What then? Oh, come on, this isn't about your daughter, is it? This was all sorted out at the tribunal.
No, I was stitched up.
You knew the system, it was fair.
It's designed to protect you lot.
You knew the ground rules, you agreed to
Well,
them.
it's only when you get inside things you realise it's not about giving us a fair crack at the whip, it's about protecting you and the nurses.
It's about judging evidence and facts.
And the fact is, I nearly lost a daughter.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel like that.
Look, I don't want you to be sorry for the way I feel. I want you to apologise for the way you handled things.
I followed the procedure.
So you do exactly the same again.
No 2 cases are exactly the same.
Look, you know what I mean. You tell me honestly, when you heard that my Beth had been rushed to hospital with meningitis, you were 100% rock solid. You'd done everything you could to help her.
I didn't even see your daughter on that day, all right? And had your wife brought her in to see me, I'd have done everything I could for her.
Yeah, I know your sort. You probably heard and didn't even flinch.
Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm made of stone or something?
You didn't even want to come out and see Beth.
Do you know what? I'm sick and tired of your whinging. I've seen the disease. I've seen what it can do. I stood at the end of a bed of a 2-year-old girl and watched her die of meningococcal meningitis, and it's stuck in there, all right?
Hang on.
No, you hang on. You hang on and listen. I stood and watched as a rash swept over her body and then her circulation slowly dying off. First her toes and then her legs going navy blue, and this is a baby we're talking about here. And we were all there, oh yeah, you know, the great and good of the medical profession, a senior paediatrician and an anaesthetist trying to resuscitate her, but all failing. Her tiny, limp little body just lying there. And we had all the top-drawer scientific kit, and we were using it to work on her to try and save her life, but no, we were helpless. We were beaten and defeated by something we couldn't even see. bacteria. And it killed. And I walked out of that room with my head down. I had to get out, and what was the first thing I saw in the corridor? Her mum and dad, sitting, waiting, full of expectation, hope, and trust in me. Me. Because I was the naive house officer who told them, don't worry, your baby daughter will be fine. But they didn't see me. And I bottled it. I couldn't face them. So do you know what I did? I turned round and I walked away. So don't you ever, ever accuse me of not feeling anything, especially about meningitis. Now, I don't know about you, but I could do with some air.
Yeah, me too. Listen, what I said to you before about you not caring.
Just forget it.
No.
Honestly, it really doesn't matter. I used to smoke at times like this.
I wouldn't have you down as a smoker.
Yeah. I was one of the many student tobacco rebels. When I leave home at 18 and want to do something that'll really cheese your parents off.
Yeah. Cutting off your nose, eh?
Yeah. Started the week I joined med school and finished the day I graduated. It's one of those things, I suppose. You ever done it?
No. I got done for smoking a joint once, though.
Me too. I was on my way back home from the Casa in town, huh?
You, the Casa?
Yeah, I trained it.
I used to go there myself.
Yeah? Well, anyway, I was on my way back and there was this big ruck and I stepped in to help out. Got arrested, you know, and then back at Cheapside when they emptied my pockets, bingo. There was Mr. Jointy.
To get charged?
Nah, just cautioned. Nice white middle-class boy at med school, hardly a menace to society, was I?
I cautioned myself. It was years ago, like, some big busy with scrambled egg all over his shoulders.
But your parents were happy, weren't they?
Yeah, my dad kicked off big time. My mum lit a candle and said a rosary, trying to save me from the evil world of drugs.
Nice. Did it work?
It's never my big thing.
Yeah, me either, really. Well, I managed to keep my caution from my dad, but my mum went absolutely crazy.
Yeah, she did strict.
No, she was just cross because I got caught.
What?
Yeah, she's ex-LSE, yeah. Hippie demonstrator, a little bit anti-establishment. Used to really cheese my dad off. You'll get on well with her, right?
And she never cracked on to your dad about you getting done?
Nah, he's too predictable what he'd say anyway, you know. Shame, throwing away your future. Is this what we brought you up for? Blah, blah, blah.
Sounds a bit like my pops. A woman is in there fighting for his life. I give my own life to save him. He's vulnerable again.
But they are women.
No, I don't mean that. Probably heard what happened to Katie's fellow Clint and my dad.
I don't think I'll be breaking her confidence to say that she has mentioned it.
Yeah, my dad went missing during the trial. Couldn't find him anywhere. And then he contacted us. And he was down at the dock. Ready to throw himself in. And when your dad says he's going to do something like that, he's ready to take his own life. Well, you kind of think that you don't really matter that much. Yeah, because if he cared, he wouldn't be able to put us through that much pain.
Yeah, but when somebody is ready to top themselves, all they can actually think about is ending their own pain.
I don't mean that. I mean, when he's vulnerable, I want to see him back up there being my dad. But when he gets back up there, I could kill him. He'd drive me mad, criticising.
It's one of their jobs, I'm afraid. It's meant to develop us. Don't praise him too much, Julia. He'll become arrogant and self-opinionated.
But my dad thinks I'm a failure. First in the family to go to university, get a degree. The graduation day was Aunt Michael this, Aunt Michael that. He came to me first short film premiere in Edinburgh. I didn't mind that he didn't understand it. And I didn't become the next David Lean. I just felt his massive disappointment. The little hint of disbelief. And I'd start to explain my next project. And then he'd casually move on to say how well our Jackie was doing.
Well, like I say, fault-finding, pointing out your failures, it's a speciality of parents.
Yeah, like you know. You're a GP with your own practice, you've made it.
My dad wanted me to be Britain's foremost neurosurgeon. A pioneering craftsman, video conferencing my latest technique around the globe.
And he's not happy that you're a GP?
No, I mean, there's a pecking order. Nobody in the profession would like to admit it because that wouldn't be manners, old boy, but there is one. With the neurobods at the top of the tree looking down the noses at everyone. At the bottom there are the orthopods and the geriatrics, and then underneath all that, out here in the community, the jack of all trades, the GP.
Yeah, but you're a doctor. He's got to be happy with that.
It's about skills and elitism. I mean, I love being a GP most of the time because it's about people. It's not about conditions and fancy operations or anything like that. And I go to work every day and do my bit. I bolster patients' confidence, soothe their troubled minds, but no, to my dad, I'm a failure, I'm afraid.
And have you ever told him about it?
No, he's unmovable. Just a hint of pride when I pass my finals, but after that, praise from my father is like my holy grail, you know?
My dad used to diss me in public sometimes. I remember we were at this parent-teachers meeting, I'll never forget it. The teacher said to me, Michael, what are you going to be when you leave school? My dad said about 30 if he doesn't pull his finger out and go.
Well, at least yours has got a sense of humour.
I just wish I'd see it now rather than not trusting me and showing me these looks of mega disappointment.
Mr. Dixon!
Dad, it's me, Mike. No, you don't have to talk. I'll be staying around for a while.
Mike.
What happened to Mr. Dixon? Well, you softened me up for some bad news.
I think you better have another go at getting hold of Jackie.
I thought you said he was stabilised.
No, he is, but his heart is very weak. There's only a slim chance of him making it through the night, I'm afraid.
Dad, you stay strong, okay? Me and Jackie, we love you.
Come on, Dad. Just wake up and get the treatment started. You've got to get better.
That kid went missing while I was at the other school, right?
And?
Well, even Clouseau could spot the link there.
Oh, and Ron Dixon's stable.
He's not dead then.
It's child abuse. That's what they've got you down for.
But it wasn't. So?
He needs a triple bypass as soon as possible.
And all that's happening tomorrow at 8. Coming next, a period home in Plymouth will do nicely in location, location, location.